miss you, baby. I've been thinking.
So I finally finished my self-help book, and at the beginning of my book, I put together a list of all the things I wanted to accomplish while reading my book. And after reading it all the way through, I realized that it was a year-long book, so I condensed my list into a few specific things for each category that I wanted to accomplish. For the first portion of my book, which was labeled Boosting Energy, I decided I was going to clean my room as tackling a nagging task, and eating healthy and drinking more water for restoring my body. For the second portion of my book, which was labeled Remembering Love, I decided I was going to do something nice for someone that I care about without expecting any praise or appreciation back. I also was going to spend a lot of time with my family and friends to show them how much I really care about them. And finally, my last section in my book is called Going Off of the Path. So the ones I decided I wanted to do were finding more fun, and whether that's just with me or my family or my friends, just making sure I'm having a good time. And the second one is enjoying the now. So whatever situation I'm put in, just making sure I'm making the best out of it.
'Cause it's your heart, it's alive, it's pumping blood. And it's your heart, it's alive.
Okay, so as the very first thing I'm going to tackle in my self-help video is cleaning my room. So here I am in my room, and here are a few pictures of what my room looked like before I cleaned it.
And it's recently.
So when I decided to clean my room as tackling a nagging task, I decided to start with my closet first since it was the messiest. I took out every single item in my closet and I divided it into 3 different categories. I had my Goodwill pile, my keep pile, and my useless items pile. After 2 whole days of separating all my clothes into all these piles, I ended up with 5 whole trash bags to take to Goodwill. After I took the trash bags to Goodwill, I came back to my house and I hung up all the rest of my clothes, which I haven't done in about a year. After that, I cleaned up all the bobby pins and all the stuff on my floor, and then I vacuumed. When I was done vacuuming, I made my bed and my room was finally finished. It took me about 2 whole days, but I couldn't even tell you the difference it made. It's so nice to go into my bed at night and just not have to look at the disgusting floor and wake up with a clean room. Every single day when I get home from school, I'm not like, oh my gosh, when am I going to put off another day of cleaning my room? But it's finally clean, and it has taken so much stress off my shoulders, and my mom's shoulders for that matter, and I'm so glad that I did it. It is late Saturday morning, and it is the first day of my eating healthy for a whole week. I got up really early and I took my dog for a walk, took a shower, and now I'm here. This is actually my second glass of water today, but as my week of eating healthy, I am drinking 8 glasses of water a day. Usually I drink about 1 or 2, and I usually have an awful headache by the time I get home from school. I'm laying on the couch complaining, take tons of ibuprofen. Every time I go to the doctor for my headaches, it's always the same thing, that I'm dehydrated and I don't drink a lot of water. So what a better place to start drinking more water than my self-help video where I'm forced to. So this is actually my second glass of water, but I will be drinking 8 whole glasses of water a day. So I'm excited. I just finished my 6th water for today. It's about 12:45 and I've had 6 cups of water. I've also made many trips to the bathroom, but I am not on the couch with a giant headache today, so that's something to celebrate about.
Between sorrow and thanks, I would crawl out of this hole if it wasn't so cold in the morning.
my second portion, which was boosting your energy, I decided I wanted to eat healthy. So the first place I went was the store. I think it would be easier for me to eat healthy if I had foods in my house that I actually enjoyed, which wasn't the case, so I went to Safeway. While I was there, I got tons of fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, zucchini, squash, tomatoes, apples, and pretty much all the vegetables I could find. I also picked up things like quinoa and other different recipes that I found on Pinterest. Once I got home, I was really eager to make my first meal, so I decided to chop up some zucchini and squash. I looked up a recipe on Pinterest, and all I did was I just put all the zucchini and squash inside a skillet. I added some diced tomatoes and some olive oil and also other spices like oregano, and I topped it off with fresh basil from my garden. It actually turned out to be super good, and I had leftovers for like the next 2 days. It was surprising that I actually enjoyed eating something extremely healthy, but it wasn't just that. I also enjoyed working for it and getting to make it all by myself. The next following days, I continued to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner with extremely healthy foods. It was really rewarding to be able to cook my own foods that I knew were nutritious for my health as well. I learned tons of recipes, and it really inspired me to start cooking. I loved cooking all of the meals, and I can't wait to cook more healthy meals in the future.
If it's meant to be, the universe is gonna throw it back to me. It's just how I feel. So tonight, we'll spin around the planets like a satellite. Mercury.
So it's my first day on my healthy diet, and Lily wanted to go to In-N-Out, and I couldn't resist not getting anything, so I decided to get a healthy alternative, a protein-style cheeseburger.
Nutritious and delicious.
Happy, spinning, clapping, laughing, dancing in the blackness of magic.
I was wondering if you guys carry hammocks and where I would find them.
I do carry hammocks to be in the camping department.
Upstairs?
No. See the big supermarket?
Oh, yeah.
Right in that area right there. Like a constant.
All right. Oh, that's. Yep, that's not gonna work.
Self on the airplane, fly like magic.
Yay!
No
Success!
seat, no chance, no need to forget about it. One life, live free, big dreams, world about it. You're finding it, take it, and it's all here. You don't need no one else, nothing else but us right now. And I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us, it's us right now. You're finding it, take it, and it's all here. You and me, no one else, nothing else but us right now. And I ain't need nothing else, no one else but you and I. And it ain't me, it ain't you, it's only us. Cruising down the highway, all on our way to the beach, and everyone keeps laughing at those cars we are passing as we're sucking down that funny burning heat. Oh yeah, we're rolling up the sand. Take your shoes
While my
off,
friends and I were in
ice
California, We just tried to find the most spontaneous adventures we could go on and just spent most of our time goofing off. But one day we decided we would go paragliding in La Jolla, and while we were there we decided we would hike down the cliffs to the beach, and once we got there we just saw a ton of naked people and realized that we hiked to a nude beach. It was quite the experience, but we had so much fun doing the most random fun things, and it was probably the best trip of my life.
To the freezing, sweet and ripe and merciful, I'm overwatched in the tides of her breathing, and it's so worth it, it's divine.
Just a few days after I started reading my self-help book, I saw online that one of me and my friend's favorite artists was coming to town. So I went out on a limb and I bought us all tickets for it. And the day of the concert we waited outside in line forever, but it was one of the coolest concerts in my entire life, and we were the very, very, very front row right against the barricade, and I was so lucky that my friends were there to experience it with
me. From the cherry tree, it's my baby, sweet as can be. She give me 2 cakes just for kissing me. Well, my time comes around, baby, gently in the cold dark. No parade, and hold my body down. I'll crawl to her.
Even though spending time with my family is nothing new, I decided I would take my family out to dinner, just me, my mom, and my dad. We had the coolest conversations about my future in college and my next steps in life, and I was just reassured that I have the best parents in the entire world and I wouldn't trade them for anything. So I'm officially done with my self-help book, and it is safe to say after all the techniques that I learned and all the things that I read from the book, I truly am just a lot happier person from the things that this book has pushed me to do. I really have just learned to cherish the time with my friends and to be able to go off of the path and do things that I don't normally do. And I really just am thankful for the moments that this book has just pushed me to experience and things that I normally wouldn't do and that are outside of my comfort zone, and I'm just super grateful for that opportunity, and I'm super glad that I chose the book that I did, and I actually learned a lot from this self-help video.